The second living room in this property was in a very weird location, completely isolated from the rest of the living area, and quite frankly, a waste of space compared to what buyers actually need. In a home as small as this one, an extra bedroom is way more valuable to buyers compared to the extra living room. In this video, I'm going to show you how we converted the second living room to a fourth bedroom, expanded and reimagined the master bathroom, completely transformed wasted space into a highly functional area that works best for this property. Let's start out front. The front yard looked green before, but it was mostly weeds. So we replaced it with a nice new lawn and also put in some flowering plants to make it feel welcoming. As we get closer to the house, we removed a small lemon tree that was in this corner, and it was so close to the foundation. On the home exterior, we repainted it. Before, it had a pretty bland color, and we used this very sleek charcoal gray color to make it really modern. We also painted the front door, the double front door, this very bright yellow color so it pops. A big ticket item that we did on the exterior was replacing the roof that was at the end of its life, because when you renovate an entire home, if you still leave the roof that's very old on the home, the buyers would have to budget for it and they wouldn't be able to pay the premium and give you top of dollar. Welcome inside. This is the entryway, and in here we have lower ceilings, so we just replace the light fixture with a recessed light so that we won't further reduce the ceiling height. We also replaced the flooring inside the home to this very natural vinyl floors. It's cost effective and it looks very stylish. And this is the old secondary living room that I was telling you about. It's completely disconnected from the rest of the living space over there behind this wall, the kitchen, the dining room, and another living room. And there's also a step down here, so we decided to add a closet and convert it into a fourth bedroom. If a family is looking for a home and they have 2 kids already, they may want an additional bedroom so that they can use it as an office, and this would meet their needs perfectly. By converting this into a fourth bedroom, we also added a lot of value, because without a fourth bedroom, this home would have been sold for about 5% less. So the numbers wouldn't have worked when I did my deal analysis. Before I purchase a home, I always put all the numbers into my deal analyzer, and I make sure that there's a good margin in there. So with the conversion of this room, we were able to add 5% value on top of the after repair value. That's how all the numbers could work perfectly. If you want to borrow my deal analyzer that I use every day, make sure you grab it in the link in description below. The main living room had a step down here before, and we brought the floors up so that the flow can be improved. And it was also reddish floor that made the whole room feel so dark. I really like these fake beams in the ceiling, even though they don't have any structural purpose, but they gave the home a nice style. The fireplace used to be a brick fireplace that's very old school. We transformed it into this electric insert that's very easy to use, and it also makes this a perfect TV wall. The living room is very cozy now, and it's right next to the dining room. And in here, we just replaced the light fixture and the linoleum floors so that the vinyl floors can continue throughout. And in this kitchen, we didn't change that much. because it was already a galley kitchen, but there were little peninsula coming out this way, and it made the kitchen feel very cramped. So we actually removed it, so it's a very traditional galley kitchen, and we replaced all the traditional cabinets to these slim shaker cabinets, white on the upper and black on the lower. So this is a style that I really like because it gives the cabinets some interest, and it also allowed us to use different colored drawer pulls. The backsplash is very simple. It's just subway tiles that we use in this vertical pattern that looks super clean. And the appliances are mid-range appliances, and we have a microwave that doubles as a vent hood because the kitchen is on the smaller side, and the dual appliances really can save us a lot of space. And over here, we're introducing the new Samsung fridge plant. It looks like a plant, but it's actually a fridge. Just joking. I've never done this before, but I'm hosting a free live training where I'm going to teach the most I've ever shared online about flipping houses profitably. This is the kind of stuff I usually only teach in person or inside my coaching program, but I'm doing it online because so many people have asked me how to actually get started to flip houses in 2026. I'll be breaking down how corporate professionals and busy people land their first profitable flips without quitting their jobs, what the market looks like in 2026, and the biggest mistakes to avoid if you want your numbers to actually work. So if you've been watching my videos for a while and thinking, I want to do this, but I'm not sure exactly where to start, this is for you. The link to save your spot is in the description. Alright, let's get back to the video. This was the original first bedroom in the home, and you notice that we didn't replace the interior doors because this is a lower price point home and the doors actually are in pretty good condition, so we just sanded them and repainted them and they look just fine. And in this room, we had blue carpet, a fluorescent light, and a bunch of kitchenware on the table when I purchased it. But now we cleaned it all up, replaced the floors, the ceiling light, and made this a perfect office. This second bedroom had a similar scope of work, and I was just looking at the before picture and I couldn't believe it myself because there was very nasty carpet and a lot of personal belongings spread everywhere, and now it looks so serene thanks to professional staging. So I think professional staging is really key when you want your home to look nice and for the buyers to envision themselves living in the home. The guest bathroom here went through a major transformation. It had square tiles in the shower, linoleum floors, and it was just quite old. And we gutted everything, put in these, they're almost like my signature tiles. They have marble looking veins and they are very affordable because I think I got them for about $2 a square foot. And then we also put in all new fixtures like toilet, vanity, mirror, and light. And I really like these light fixtures that gives you kind of a retro feel, but they blend in really well with the rest of the fixtures. And the vanity is a newer style that I just picked out, and the front kind of feel like bamboo and it's quite sleek. So the whole bathroom now feels very modern. We didn't really do that much in this laundry room. We kept the original cabinets and we just painted them and put in new handles. And then we put in a new light fixture, new flooring, and it's really nice to have indoor laundry because a lot of times laundry is in the garage and it's not as convenient. The master bedroom looks amazing now, but before it had peach colored walls and brown carpet and it looked gross. We replaced the light fixture, repainted the walls, removed the popcorn ceiling, and also replaced the floors. And I really like that there's a big slider leading to the backyard, so it makes indoor-outdoor living seamless. But the best part of this bedroom is actually the spa-like bathroom. So this bathroom did not look like this before. It actually had a tiny little square shower in this corner. There was a big vanity, but it was very old. So we gutted it all and also borrowed some space from the room next to it that was completely wasted space. So we were able to fit in this double vanity with a little makeup space and also a huge shower in here. So now this was probably one of the best selling points of the home. And the closet actually got more room as well. Now it's a walk-in closet and it got a lot of hanging space and a lot of storage. I think this is a buyer's dream, especially in the Bay Area, because you don't see closets like this at all. This backyard had an awning that was kind of ugly and it blocked a lot of natural light. So we took it out and it feels way bigger than before. There was also a barbecue pit right over here that was unsightly, and now it's gone. We have more space for outdoor seating, and the new lawn is amazing and it really allows kids and pets to play here. There's actually additional space on this side. There is a big concrete pad over here, and then there's also a gate on this side, so if the next owner prefers, they could actually extend the concrete all the way out the gate so that they can park more cars in this area. It's quite interesting. Some people even said they could park an RV or a boat, and that's an additional feature that some buyers may actually really enjoy. Now that you've seen this whole transformation, let's talk about the numbers. I purchased this house for 1.1 million and we put about 200,000 into this renovation and ended up selling the house for 1.5 million. So there was a nice margin. Now that you've seen how we converted a secondary living room into a new bedroom, and in this next video, I'm going to show you how I purchased a house without a master bedroom for 1.8 million and put in about 250,000 to transform it and added a new master bedroom, and I'll see you there.